Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Hello and welcome to Rolling Dice and Taking Names, and this is a special bonus episode. This is our Summer Movie Recap 2025 edition, where me and my buddies, Tony, Chris, and Dan, come on and we talk about the movies that came out over the summer and the draft that we had. So Chris and Dan, well, Tony's always here. Chris and Dan, welcome back to the show, and thanks for joining us this fall for the recap.
Thanks for having us. Can't believe it's fall already.
I know. I always love talking to you guys, and thanks for having us back as always. We love what you've done with the place since the summer.
Thank you. Put a lot of work in there to it.
I got one question. Why the hell am I here?
you bring all the beauty to the show.
You ground us, Tony. You ground us.
That's okay. I'll appreciate that one. Yeah, I ground you all right. Bring the lack of knowledge, understanding, and what's really going on.
I bet it with you add all 3 of our movies together, what we've seen this summer, we don't come up to anywhere near what Marty has seen as far as the list goes.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just for those who are tuning in, it's like I don't know what you guys are talking about. So I can't remember the number of years we've done this, but typically during May, all of us get together. We talk about the movies that are coming out of the summer, movies that we're looking forward to. And then we do a draft where we try to draft the movies that we think will make the most money domestically during its run period. And we did that this year. And I just want to go ahead and go over what people drafted, and we'll go ahead and give the results. And then after that, we'll just go through the movies. Anybody wants to talk about a movie they saw or something, we can do that. So here we go. I'm just going to go through the draft picks. Now, just as a reminder, Tony had first picked, then Chris, me, then Dan, and it was a serpentine. So we went back and forth, and we went for 3 rounds. So Tony, with his first 3 picks, went How to Train Your Dragon, How do you train your dragon? Yeah. Ballerina and Karate Kid Legends. I didn't put the full name. I think that's what it was. Chris went with Superman, Thunderbolts, Mission Impossible. I took Lilo and Stitch, Elio, F1. Dan took Fantastic Four, Jurassic Park, and Naked Gun. So here we go, gentlemen. Here are the results for the draft, making the most money domestically in the U.S. Coming up in 4th place, again, is Tony with $373 million. I don't want to cheat him. Plus $556,000 and another $818 sitting on top of that. Tony, there you go. $370.
Once again, I repeat, why am I here?
Did he beat his year before? Did he beat his year before total?
Oh, that's a great question. I should pull that up. But we do know, Tony, you will get the first pick again next year. So you got this, buddy. You got this.
I don't even know why I picked Ballerina. What was I thinking?
This was
that was at the end of the second round, to be fair.
And it got pretty thin. So with this year,
we had a thin pool this year.
Yeah, it was a very thin pool. For sure, because by the time I got to the last one, and the way we always pick these are we only draft movies we talked about. Because there was one I was going to pick, but it wasn't talked about. I was going to take 28 Years Later, but I don't think that 20 million on top of my extra was going to make a difference on anything.
Yeah. Well, that was my dark horse pick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to dark horses in a minute. We did all of us pick a dark horse movie, one that did not make our top 3. And I am kicking myself for not taking the one that was on my list, but we'll get to that in a second. All right. Coming in third at $666 million. Remember, Tony had 373. $666 million was Dan with Fantastic Four, Jurassic Naked Gun. Which means it's down between me and Chris.
So does did my 20 million, would it have made me in second with 20 million more, or is it that much further ahead?
Well, I'll tell you in just a second. Coming in first between me and Chris, beating the other person by $50 million with $741 million. Chris, congratulations. Woo! You are this year's champion.
Good job, man.
Yay, thank you. It's been a while. Feels good.
So you came in at 741 million. I had 686, which means I just beat you by 20 million, Dan. It was that close between you.
So let me see. So what the difference is, I want to see here. So 28 years later made 70, and let's see, Naked Gun made 52. So that was only 52. It's only 18 million. So I still would have been behind you, even if had I been allowed to take that.
I have a biddy session I will be making in a second that cost me the win, and it revolves around one of my picks that we'll get to in a second. So first, Chris, congratulations.
Thank you.
We need to have a trophy or something like that, some sort of award that we can pass around.
Would be cool. That would be very cool.
And so that means Chris will be picking last. I'll be picking third again. Dan second, and Tony, congrats, you are first.
Second will be interesting. Been forever since I picked second.
It's a cool spot. I mean, it went well for Chris. Well, if Tony's picking first, you're really going to have your first pick.
Yeah, when he took How to Train Your Dragon, I was like, soups, yes, I got Superman.
All right, here we go. We're just going to go through the draft order, and if you saw the movie or got something to say about it, we'll go. So, Tony, How to Train Your Dragon, and Tony, you told us if there's one movie I'm going to see this year, it's this with my daughter. So, how did you enjoy it?
Well, I didn't see it with my daughter. I did see it at her place, so she was gone. But I did watch it on Netflix, and I enjoyed that movie. Actually, I thought it was really cool. I did not know that. What's his name? Was it Crow or whoever who played in it was also the voice during the animated? I enjoyed it. Hey, I like How to Train Your Dragon. I thought it was pretty good. That's the only thing I even cared about.
I didn't either.
No, I didn't. Mm-mm.
No,
I heard really good things.
I really wanted
I said I'd see it. I saw it. There we go.
Chris,
true to your word.
Chris, this might be your second first place finish. It's been a long time.
The last time I can remember was when I picked Jurassic World when it first came.
And that might have been like one of the first ones, because as far as recorded history goes, I have the last 6 years, and in the last 6 years I have 3 firsts, Marty has 2 firsts, and Tony has 1 first. So Tony's actually has a win in 2019 from what I've got here.
Okay, so that's when I actually went to movies.
Oh, that's because he had Endgame. He took Endgame that year, and
oh yeah,
that was back in the time where one movie could carry you. It doesn't feel like you can do that anymore.
No, I don't think you can anymore. Well, except for Barbie, maybe when I looked into that one.
True.
Yeah.
No, I really wanted to see How to Train Your Dragon. I just haven't. I don't know. What is that? DreamWorks? Where is that going to be streaming? Is that a Max thing, or where is that? I don't know.
Tony said you saw it on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Really?
I think I saw it on Netflix. I saw it somewhere. I forget where.
Oh, okay.
You know, that happened a while ago, okay? Can't help it. So I know y'all geeked out, but so what was the big one that won everything? Who was the big money? I don't even know.
Oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. It's coming.
Okay,
it's coming. All right. So, by the way, How to Train Your Dragon came in at $262 million domestically. All right. The big movie. Well, not the biggest movie, but a big movie this summer. Superman. Was lucky to be on Dan's podcast, Geek All Stars, with a few other people to deep dive into this movie. So if you want to hear that, make sure to go over to Dan's show. You can hear all that. But Chris, as the man who picked it and as a big DC fan, what were your thoughts on Superman?
I thought Superman was awesome. It was everything that I wanted it to be, probably more. I really thought, and we'll get to this, but I thought it was better than Fantastic Four, and that hurts me to say, since I'm a Marvel zombie. But yeah, Dan's giving me.
Oh, Dan's giving
blowing
me
kisses because I fully agree with that. Well, I wouldn't say fully because they're both very good movies. Sorry.
They're very good movies. They're just different movies. But Superman was just like the feel-good movie of the summer. It just was, you left feeling elated. You left feeling like you watched, honestly, probably the best Superman on film, in my personal opinion. I mean, all respect to Christopher Reeve.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen. There's no comparing the two because Christopher Reeve's always going to be the classic. Mm-hmm. But this one really nailed it. I liked just the character, the passion, and to make Soups like more relatable human wise too, because he could actually get hurt. Like that is not something that's often seen, and it's what makes Superman interesting when he can have those weaknesses and show that he has his human side, even though he's alien. I just thought that the whole movie, and we got kindness is punk out of it. I mean, the whole thing, Krypto, it was just a blast. I just thought it was a great movie. And I look forward to what James Gunn has planned for the rest of the DC, whatever they're calling it. The DCU or whatever they're calling it. I have no idea what they're calling it.
I haven't watched any. I haven't watched any Peacemaker, but apparently he's really because I don't have Max at the time. I'm waiting for all of it to be released before I re-up on Max, probably around Christmas time or something. But I know he's really been bringing in so much more lore, even into the TV shows, and his big plan. And I think he's even got all the characters and the big actors are on board with even having them on the TV side of things, or we'll call it quote unquote TV with it being streaming, and having the episodes and stuff. I really hope that because it's going to be such a different tone. I really hope that the Supergirl really continues to bring people in. Again, the movie's going to be a lot different than this one, so I hope it continues to make some good money and let him just keep putting out these movies. Because once you get a couple good hits under your belt, then you get more things greenlit, and we're ready to go with a lot more movies. Keep giving me Marvel movies, giving me DC movies, and let's just keep everybody happy.
Remind me, Supergirl, from what I've heard, the rumors is going to be based on, what's the name of the comic book series?
I think it's called the same. I think the movie is the same thing. I think it's The Woman of Tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the comic.
Okay. But that's kind of a deep story.
Oh yeah.
Because she's dealing with the loss of her family and really feeling alone and stuff. I hope they go into that because I think that could be really interesting to look at.
I'm sure that doing James Gunn that they will. That's for sure.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting because it's going to be such a dichotomy to Superman because like cars going around getting drunk on red planets, and stuff like that. I mean, it's just different. It's a different.
Yeah, and that's going to be kind of like going to be the undertone, and then everything goes from there. Like just showing her mindset and like her state of mind where everybody around her just keeps dying and then just where she's just alone, even though she's got Krypto and she's got her cousin, and her cousin who originally was supposed to need her but doesn't need her now, and then she saw her home planet and then it's also going to be setting up probably in a way minor setup. Like I'm sure maybe we'll get a little bit of Brainiac in the background here because that'll be what the next big villain is going to be in the next Superman movie. And I don't know if you guys have heard, the rumors or what James Gunn has been teasing that the next Superman movie is kind of like a buddy team up between Superman and Lex. So that'll show to be a pretty interesting thing because them having to fight Brainiac together. So that should be an interesting way to do things. Yeah. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on.
Tony, did you see it? Have you got a chance to see it?
No.
Okay. Moving on. So just so you know, that made $354 million domestically. However, worldwide, Man of Steel made more than what Superman did. So it did not beat Man of Steel worldwide.
So Superman made a decent amount of money domestically, and yet it was third domestically. I'm trying to figure out what are we just still not going to? When was Man of Steel? Was that like 18 or so?
2013.
Okay, so you got to think that people were going to the movies more. I still don't know if everybody's going to the movies more since COVID as they were that much previously. Do you think?
No, probably not. But also, this doesn't take into price inflation. I've saw somewhere that if you take inflation to account, Man of Steel worldwide made 670 million. Man of Steel made like 615, 613. But with inflation, Man of Steel would have made in the 800s.
Right.
If you take into account.
And I wonder what it is that brought people to Man of Steel and other, like, what were the big countries and why weren't they big this time? It's interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I think
international numbers were just down for superhero movies across the board.
Interesting. I wonder if it does have something to do with the proliferation of streaming, though, because like 2013 was a while ago. I mean, we had streaming, but it was the infancy of it. So nowadays, a lot of people are like, well, I've got Max. I'll just wait, or something like that. I don't know.
That's a good point.
It's interesting.
So my my first pick was Lilo and Stitch, came in at $423 million, which was the number one movie of the summer. So I did get that one. Yeah, it was. That was number one, and Superman was number two.
And it was only the number two movie of the year by less than $500,000. Like, Minecraft movie only beat it by about less than 200,000.
Yeah, so Lilo and Stitch was also the only movie internationally to break $1 billion this summer.
Yeah,
and it just barely did it.
And Marty, did you watch that one? I haven't seen it yet.
Any of y'all see it?
Not yet. I'll stream it, but I did go to the theater.
It'll probably be another Christmas time movie when my daughter's back in town when it's on Disney Plus. I'm sure.
Yeah. So then we'll just move on. I just wanted to emphasize that was the number one movie this summer. Next, Fantastic Four coming in at $274 million. Again, for comparison, Superman made $354 million. So Fantastic Four made considerably less. Once again, I got to be a guest on Dan's podcast. We did a deep dive into this. So please go listen to that episode if you want to find out more. Tony, you probably didn't see it. Chris, what did you think of the movie?
I mean, I loved it. I loved it. It was finally the Fantastic Four that I wanted to see. You know, the aesthetics of the universe they set them in was exactly what I expected. It was the only way that I thought they'd ever make Fantastic Four work was to set it in the quirky 60s. And it worked. I thought that they handled everything pretty darn well. I mean, the fact that you're just going to throw the Fantastic Four in people's faces and then expect them to accept Galactus is a tall order. But I think they did a good job of it. It could have been better, yes, but it was 1,000 times better than all the previous Fantastic Fours. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot. I really did, and I thought that they did a good job with it. I was a little, and I mentioned this on the podcast, but I was a little confused by Ben Grimm's beard, but whatever. I mean, they're having fun with it. Sure, why not?
And that's why I figured if a big rock man can grow a beard, then I might as well grow one too.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, and I will say, I know that you guys have already stated that Dan and Chris, you like Superman more. I did give the edge to Fantastic Four, and that's just because I think overall as the whole movie, the story, the characters, and everything, I liked it more. But that's not degrading Superman. I saw Superman twice in the theater, so
they were both fantastic films. That's all I can say.
And to me, like I say that with a caveat as they're apples and oranges in my mind because I feel like they're just such different movies where Superman didn't even feel like an origin story, where the Fantastic Four totally felt like an origin story, and there were so many characters. Even the way we did the spoiler alert show is we went mostly on characters in Superman because that's kind of how it was just so not bloated. It was just so loaded with characters that we kind of did that. And that's how we filled it.
Dense.
It's very dense. Yes, exactly. Whereas Fantasy Four, man, there's less than 10 characters in the whole movie. So you could just go act by act and you're not really missing out on anything. So that's why, and what Chris, just to reiterate what Chris said, I mean, hell, I think on our show for 10 years, we said retro Americana is how you're going to have to make the Fantastic Four. And that's exactly how they did it. And it was real. I was very, very pleasantly surprised because nobody can get them right. And they got them right, I think.
Which is why I'm going to miss that when they go into Doomsday because they won't have that look.
Yep.
I will really miss that. So, all right. So, because we did the snake draft, the next movie, Jurassic Park, is Dan's, or Jurassic World, I apologize. This was the third biggest domestic movie, second biggest international. This one came in at $339 million. Anybody see it?
No.
Do not. It is a waste.
Oh.
It is a so get this. So my wife said, "Look, I go with movies with you all the time." I said, "I know you're not a big Jurassic World fan. Go see this with me." I will. I said, "Let's go watch this." We left that, and she went, "Okay, that was bad." I mean, even her, she said that was bad. It was basically mutant dinosaurs.
Oh man,
there you go.
That is a shame. I mean, I love Jurassic.
Why?
I love all the Jurassic stuff, just because it's just a wonder to watch that on the big screen or any screen. It's just really cool to watch. It's a shame to know that it wasn't very good.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to stream it just to see it, fine, but yeah.
I'll stream it eventually for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen all the Jurassic stuff, so.
But the fact that it made over $800 million internationally means you'll get another one.
Oh yeah, we'll keep getting them. Oh yeah.
All right, next. All right, here's where I get to have my beef. Pixar. Original movie, Marty, no brainer, slam dunk,
Yes.
Elio, let's go. Final numbers, gentlemen, $72 million.
Wow, it's hard
That's
to believe.
unbelievable. And it was June. It's not like 72 million and like you got summer. You know, sometimes a movie like this comes out in August and people are just tired of movies. This came out in June and it made 72 million.
It didn't have that much competition at the box office either when it came out.
Was it any good?
I didn't see it. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I haven't seen it. It's gotten good reviews.
It's still
Yeah,
very
it got
cute. It's
decent
still
reviews.
something I stand behind it. It looks like it was a great story and it looked, I almost took it, but I mean, well, I can't say I almost took it because there's no way I was going to take that over Jurassic World. But
No.
Oh no, there's no way.
So here's the thing is that there are two movies coming up later on that if I would have taken, I would have won and won by $50 million. So it's just a punch in the gut, Elio.
Well, they said also, and we won't go too far into this, but I mean, when it did do so poorly, like Disney issued that snarky release saying like, y'all been asking for original content and you won't come to the theater and watch it when we make it. So it's like, why are we bothering? And that really hit hard with a lot of people.
I tell you what, though,
So,
Marty, I think
yeah.
I think what you had in your head is that I basically won the year before with 2 animated movies. So you're probably thinking that, hey, get on board on another kids thing before you get on board with. Well, I was still kind of surprised that you took it before Thunderbolts, but
And see, the problem is I knew projected numbers for Thunderbolts already because when we recorded, Thunderbolts was getting ready to come out, so they already had done projections that I had seen.
right.
And that would have been the safe bet. But let's jump to Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was taken by Chris, came in at $190 million. A big surprise movie for me. I enjoyed Thunderbolts way more than I thought I would.
Well, hey, question: was that the one at the beginning?
It was
Okay.
basically like what,
Okay.
2 weeks after the show. I think it was one of the first movies of the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah,
Yep.
might have even been
What
a week
show?
after the
Yeah,
show.
I can't wait to watch it.
Our
I
show.
just haven't
Oh.
I just haven't started I just haven't started back with Disney Plus. I got to finish Andor and I got to get some other stuff caught up before. Again, this will probably be another one of these things where I get right before the holidays and binge all these movies during the holiday season.
Yeah. I enjoyed. Thunderbolts.
I thought it was great. I thought that it was such a good departure of doing something different with these characters, and especially with Sentry. Like, I mean, man, it got dark, and I liked that. But it's also, it dealt with, trauma and just a lot of the psychological aspects of things that some of the Marvel stuff doesn't dig into, which I like when they do that. Yeah, it affected me. The movie actually affected me. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was criminally underrated by a lot of people, and it should have made more money. But hey, I still won. So
Did I mention I won? I love it.
By the way,
by the way, hey, I got to revel in it while I can. It's been a long
absolutely.
time.
I did. So you gotta absolutely.
all right. Let's see. Coming in. All right. So back to Tony's pick, which was John Wick, the ballerina movie. I saw it. Anybody else?
Nope.
Yeah,
Not yet.
I'd see. I watched.
I will
once.
stream it,
I won't
but
watch
yeah.
it. I won't watch it again. Sort of deal.
Oh wow.
Really?
I mean,
Even with
it was-
Ana de
it was-
Armas in it.
It was fine. It was fine. I mean, it was a take on John Wick movie. She kicked some butt and stuff like that. But it was one of those. It's like I came out, okay, that was good, but I've forgotten it. Sort of deal. It came in, by the way, at $58 million. So it did not do.
That's
very
crazy.
Well
It did not do very
Right.
well. Mm.
Nope. Speaking of not doing well, Tony's next movie, Karate Kid Legends, coming in at $52 million.
Man, that is rough.
Which was, yes, it was the lowest movie drafted of all of them.
Wow.
Mhm.
I didn't see it.
Who did at those numbers?
I wasn't
no
going
one
to see
did.
it.
Obviously,
No one did.
I lied.
Yeah.
Well, what made me laugh about this movie, because I've seen a couple of clips, and I do want to see it too. It's another one where I want to stream at some point because I love the whole franchise. I wouldn't say I love the whole franchise. I just love Ralph Macchio, Cobra Kai. I love the, a couple of the movies. But the thing that gets left out when you talk about this movie, you talk about Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan, but Joshua Jackson has a big part in this movie, and you really never hear about that, which is interesting.
What's Joshua Jackson doing in the movie?
He's another one of the big trainers teaching about, boxing.
Joshua Jackson?
So it's because
I like Joshua Jackson. I just wouldn't have expected him to be a karate.
and when you see,
but,
it kind of, I think he brings in some boxing aspects, so it's a little bit different, like showing that you get a little bit of everything
Interesting.
with that.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
it's not like boxing and karate, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's Barate.
And
Karate.
let me tell you, his show, the one Doc Odyssey, that's like it's basically like Love Boat, but on a cruise, but it's a new modern thing where he's the doctor. It's just stupid and ridiculous, but it's a guilty pleasure, fun to watch because it's a little soapy. Some of the soapy stuff is a little dumb, but the show itself isn't bad. And Don Johnson's on it, and they have some guest stars here and there, but it's not bad. It's almost, me and my wife have fun watching it. It's just a dumb show. But
next up is the potentially final ever Mission Impossible movie. I saw it and enjoyed it. I like all the Mission Impossible movies. I think this is a good little bow on that story, and enjoyed my time with it. It was kind of did run long, but the third act was really, really, really good, and glad I saw it on the big screen.
Did
Anybody
they
else see it?
acknowledge that he worked for the government or the whoever?
Yo, you never were part of the IMF. You're
They're going to disavow,
Tony, we
disavow
they say it
all
in the
knowledge.
tape.
we keep telling you we don't talk about Fight Club, Tony.
I know, but I was just thinking if they put a bow on it, well, hey, we're going to acknowledge that you actually gave service here. I'm not going to leave you out in the cold forever, but I guess not. Okay,
Nobody
fine.
saw it, huh?
No, and
Not yet. I want to stream it though. I do.
Yeah,
want
but
to
that's
see it.
another one
I
I've
just
always
didn't go
said
to
that
theater.
I'm criminally behind on all of them. So I've given up on that franchise, no matter how much I love Tom Cruise.
Sure. And by the way, that came in at $197 million, making it the fifth biggest movie of the summer.
That's still pretty crazy about those numbers, though. It's a Mission Impossible film. So
Yeah.
I agree. And probably
Yeah.
cost. You
I mean, it was
money.
top 10. It's top 10 like of this year. So I mean, it made almost 200 million. I can only imagine I'm sure a quick Google, you could see what the budget is.
It's got to be.
It's gotta be
200 million
pretty
after
close.
marketing.
Is that
Yes,
Final Reckoning? Is that
exactly.
or Dead Reckoning? Which one was that one?
Final
Final
Reckoning.
Reckoning. All
yeah,
right.
final.
It says between 300 and 400 million. So maybe they won't make another one. Was what the budget was.
Good point. What was the final box office? What was the international?
Oh, that's a
total?
good question.
As we all
Yeah,
type as
yeah.
fast
Go
as we
ahead,
can.
tell Marty. You get that one.
Here we go. So the final international. So 598. So 600. And if you said the budget was between 200 and 300
No,
million.
3 and 4 is what
3 and
Google
4
says. Yeah,
3 and 4, which means it lost money.
yeah.
Yep.
So wow.
And they always tack on
that's
like
not
150 million spent on global marketing. So the cost of the studio
Oh.
is approximately 550.
Wow.
good. Then it lost a lot of money.
Yes.
But
Wow.
I mean, well, then so you also have to throw in like streaming rights and things like that. So they get some more money back, but maybe not enough to make it a huge hit or anything like that.
Right. Next movie was my third movie that I drafted, F1, which I saw in the theater twice.
Wow.
I like
Twice.
You liked it that much,
nice.
huh?
F1
Wow.
is my favorite movie of the summer.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
It was
That's big talk.
so entertaining. Brad Pitt was absolutely amazing in it, but the big thing was the racing. So the cinematography and the director was done by the same guy that did Top Gun, Maverick. Apply that to race cars, and it was out of this world.
Nice.
It was
I'm in.
so cool to
I'll stream it as soon
Only
as I
thing
can.
he needed was
'cause,
Glenn Powell.
see. Yeah.
He probably should have been in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, F1, very, very enjoyable movie. Haven't seen it, worth watching. And finally, Naked Gun coming in. I think it was the second lowest of the summer at poor Liam Neeson, bringing in $52 million.
That is a shame because I liked that movie.
I tell you what, I should have taken Freakier
Yeah.
Friday. That also made $94 million.
Did it really?
Yes. Holy cow! I just saw it. That made $94 million. Wow.
Yeah, Naked Gun was plus. I'm a huge Naked Gun fan and was very concerned. But you know what? I had several laughs in that movie.
And that I think is
I
on.
did too.
It might be on. Is it on? It might be a Paramount. It's on something that I know I have. So that's another one I want to see. The jokes that you keep seeing on the trailers and everything else are just good.
There's a sequence in the middle, and Marty, you'll know what I'm talking about, where it's not going to spoil anything, but he and Pamela Anderson go on this weekend retreat. It is the most surreal and hilarious thing I've seen in a long time. And it's like, it just goes off on this crazy tangent that you never expect, but it's amazing. Like the whole sequence is just absolutely amazing. And I thought they had great chemistry in the movie. I thought they did a great job.
So get this: at the time when the movie was released, they were talking about them two dating.
Mhm.
Come to find out, it was a whole PR stunt.
No way.
Was it really?
I thought they were dating. That's
I thought
hilarious.
they were.
So Vanessa remembered this last night. She said, "I wonder if they're still dating." And she looked it up and said, "You're not going to believe this. It was all a PR stunt. They never dated."
That's a shame.
I tell you what, he's really good at. I mean, we keep bringing it up, but he's so good at humor, at comedy, because he just lays it on thick with the tough guy, the tough guy comedy thing, where you don't
Yeah.
expect him to be funny, and he just really is.
One of the funniest scenes I've ever seen him do is in Ted 2, when Ted gets the job at the grocery store and he's ringing him out, and Liam's asking him if it's okay if he eats tricks because they're supposed to be for kids. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It is. You got to see it. I mean, I love the Ted movies, but Ted 2 is hilarious, and that scene with Liam Neeson is just legendary. It's classic.
I mean,
So
just
good.
the little things. We keep talking about that scene. I think it was in. I don't know if it was in Stephen Merchant's show or if it was in Warwick
Yes.
Davis' show. Which show was it from?
Or Ricky Gervais.
Oh, was it Richard Gervais? Yeah, well, it's with the four of them. But it was
Yes.
on one of their shows on HBO or something. That scene where he wants to do comedy, you have to Google it. It's one of the funniest things you'll
yeah.
ever see.
Okay.
And then when he's on Deary Girls, he does like a cameo in Deary Girls. I think it's the middle of the second season. It's really, really funny too.
Yeah, that scene where he says he wants to do comedy and his whole thing is about wanting to make a bit with AIDS is so freaking funny.
My God, it's so funny.
All right, so that means we had the Dark Horse. Now here were the picks for the Dark Horse. Tony picked The Surfer. Chris, 28 Years Later. I picked Megan 2. Dan picked Life of Chuck. Coming in fourth. Yes, Tony with The Surfer at $1.3 million.
It made more than Life of Chuck.
Wow.
I'm surprised it made more than Life of Chuck.
No, Life of Chuck came in third at $6.7 million.
I tell you what, that
And between me and Chris sweeps with 28 Years Later, making $70 million. Megan 2 just flopped for me at 24, and I'm kicking myself because I should have taken Final Destination, whatever the last one was.
Right. Well, I mean,
Timelines or
28 Years
whatever it
Later
is.
really shouldn't have even been.
Bloodlines.
It really shouldn't have even been eligible for a Dark Horse because I wanted to draft it, and the only reason why I couldn't draft it is because of it not being one we talked about, and it was one that we definitely mentioned that we forgot about. Adding to the list because that's was a pretty major release this year. But that being said, though, it did look like it was really, really good. I really thought that the Stephen King angle for my movie was going to bring people in, and I think it had I'm pretty sure Loki was in that one, and it was supposed to be kind of a good, heartfelt kind of movie, but I never even knew it was out. Like I knew it was supposed to be coming out in June, but it was like it was really small.
You know what? This past weekend, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's first serious role was supposed to make a huge impact, and it flopped majorly, bringing in, was it 8 million, 6 million? It was
My goodness.
really bad.
Yikes.
Yikes. So you just never know. I mean, I don't even know what The Surfer is. So.
It was the Nicolas Cage.
Cage.
Movie.
Yeah.
That's I was going on name.
Yep.
And obviously the name hurt.
A little bit of hurt, but
I think that it was only because it had a very limited release. And I mean, obviously it did not limited enough that it was like $1.8 million, but it was limited release. It was only in theaters for like a week. So it's like, what do you expect? But
so my final count of movies is I saw 9 movies in the theater this summer.
Wow. Nice.
One short of double digits. So
I saw 3. And that was even better than well, it's not better than I expected because I knew I was going to see Superman and Fantastic Four, but I got to go to an advanced screening of Jurassic Park, Naked Gun. So I was glad I was able to sneak that one in too.
Tony, what you going to stream first over there, man? Out of all these choices you have now.
I'd probably do Superman when I have 2.5 hours to waste.
Was it that long? Was it 2.5 hours?
Okay, well,
it was definitely over 2. I know that much, but I don't know.
I think it's like it was 2.5, but it'll probably be Superman. Just my concern was, and I hear y'all talking, was just I don't know, something about crypto. Y'all were talking about crypto. There's going to be too much crypto in it.
That's Marty's take. The rest we outvote him 2-1 on the crypto take.
Okay,
that's exactly right. There's not enough crypto.
Not enough. Need more crypto. Okay,
more crypto.
Very good.
Give him his own movie. I don't care.
Yeah. And I mean, I was like, and the Supergirl thing, I mean, I watched the CW when that was on there and was actually decent. Is that what it's based on?
No. So the Supergirl from that's coming out next year is based off a comic book, which is a little more gritty.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to have
Lobo. It's going to have Lobo in it too, yeah. And it's going to be
Jason Momoa.
Whether they're going to have Lobo, there's a couple of different ways they can go, whether he's going to go initially be a bounty hunter out to get her, and then are they going to fight, and he's going to end up helping her and the other girl to fulfill their kind of.
Well, he's going to do that. I mean, he's classically trained to hunt Kryptonians, so it's like,
yeah,
I'm not classically trained. Lobo's not classically trained in anything, but you know what I mean,
right? But he's going to, but they really want to get him as kind of in the limelight too, and he's always kind of an anti-hero, so they'll probably want to make him, kind of like Metamorpho in kind of Superman, where starts off one way, ends up another way, possibly too.
Yeah.
Okay. No, seriously, that's probably the one I've been wanting. Yeah, that's the one I've been wanting to stream just to see what all the talk was. But that's about it. I mean, really.
Unfortunately, I want to stream all of these. I want to see everyone.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I hopefully will be able to watch once everything starts coming out, and if I can get. Everything's so damn. Let me use my high horse. Everything's so damn expensive.
Yes, it is. The rent is too damn high.
So I want to watch all these things, but I just can't afford it. I already have enough streaming services.
I have considered canceling all my streaming services, to be honest with you. But it's coming up with the holidays, and like Disney's overloading stuff, and we're gonna have stuff here. I mean, I only really have Disney and whatever Hulu is going to become, and then I don't even know. I think I still have Apple TV Plus.
Nice.
But that's about it. I'm waiting on Netflix. I'm not going to enact Netflix until all the Stranger Things are on there because it's like there's no use for me to do it right now.
But there's a lot of good, in case you ever wanted plenty of Christmas and romantic comedies. There's plenty of those on there and the Gilmore Girls is on there currently. So.
Oh, you know me and my Hallmark movies.
But Vanessa is right now currently rewatching Gilmore Girls.
So is my wife.
It's on every day in this house.
It's been on all the time. So I don't sit there and watch it all the time, but like it's another one of those where if I just happen to come down and I'll catch an episode or two, and then of course, Lauren Graham, she's wonderful. So, I mean, watching that show there's nothing wrong with watching that show. And it is very quippy writing. The writing is very, nobody has conversations like they do, but the writing is great. And it's very catchy. And I think she's.
Yeah, and then Vanessa actually looked up, this is the 25th anniversary. So I think that's maybe one reason why.
And I think they have a documentary, I think that's going to be out on Netflix real soon for it. I don't think anybody's really involved with it from the show, but they interview a lot of people about that. But yeah, they've been doing a lot of, now all of a sudden everything that I get, because our computers are listening to us at all times, so are our phones.
Oh yeah.
So every Reels now is like Gilmore Girls. Everything on my, when I open up Facebook, it's all Gilmore.
Your algorithm is messed up.
Yeah, it's all messed up.
So I was just curious. All right, so I just did a quick search between the summer movie season of 2024 and 2025. The summer movie season of 2025 had a disappointing box office total of $3.7 billion, a significant decrease from 2024. Now, you did have a big movie last year with a Deadpool and Wolverine, which was huge, and Inside Out 2. But I honestly thought with all those big movies we had coming that it may bounce back a little bit, and it looks like it really didn't.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, but last year it was top heavy, if you remember. It was another one where there was still like 5 or 6 big movies that I can remember, because Deadpool, Twisters, Fall Guy, Inside Out, Despicable Me, and Planet of the Apes, they all did fairly well. And then there were a few things that were just okay, that were supposed to be decent. Furiosa didn't quite do well. Bad Boys was okay. Borderlands flopped. I still want to see that. I don't even know where that's streaming. And If was supposed to be better than it ended up being. A lot of those movies. So I think a lot of these summers are becoming top heavy.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. But it's crazy. So Superman, supposed to be a big movie, came in international at 615, and this past weekend, an anime movie, Demon Slayer, worldwide is now at $666 million. And this is a movie that is a conclusion to 5 seasons of show. So you're just not going to go in there and just watch it. You would have to follow it. That's just, it's insane where we are now with entertainment from outside of Hollywood.
Right.
When you got big hits like K-pop Demon Hunters, Demon Slayer coming out and breaking records, it just goes to show you Hollywood needs to just take a step back and go, we need to change something.
And that's with almost no U.S. money, I'm sure, because, I mean, how much could that have possibly, if it made that much money all over the world, and, I mean, what has it made here? Has it even released here or over one weekend?
Oh, it did. I've already seen it.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, Marty's probably seen it 3 or 4 times by now.
Yeah, so it's only made $124 million domestically.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, it beat a lot of the movies we drafted.
Oh, there it is. It's 16. Oh, wow. It's already 16 for the year. That's crazy. 124 million. Wow. So
that's, but anyway, it's just one of those things. It's like, you got to think Hollywood is now scratching their head going, all right, their international market's taking a lot of our money away. What can we do? What's
the next best thing? Well, they've got, so do you want me to mention some of these things? And this could be what we see coming out next summer. A couple of these movies.
Yeah. Let's tease us with some summer 2026
So movies. I'm not going to mention some of the ones before the summer are kind of big too. I'm trying to see if I could find some of the ones that I really thought were going to be, because that movie with Ryan Gosling is before the summer, and that looks like it's pretty good. That's the Project Hail Mary. Looked really good.
Project Hail Mary is a great book, by the way. I can't wait for that adaptation. It's gonna be interesting. As long as they do the alien right in that movie, it'll be awesome.
So in May we have Mortal Kombat 2, and that could go back to what you're thinking, Marty, where worldwide this could be a huge one.
Would it?
I mean, I think Mortal Kombat is a pretty big IP all over the world. And
I think this Mortal Kombat that's coming is going to be good because it's got Carl Urban in it.
The first one in 2021 only made 84 million worldwide.
Yeah, but that's have Carl Urban in it.
But it's also a cult hit, though. If you think about it, like you hear more about it now than you did then because it was a lot better than what people thought it was going to be.
Well, for sure, the tone of the movie's way different, and if they lean more into the campy stuff, it'll do much better than what the first one did.
Well, you've seen the Johnny Cage teasers with Carl, right? I mean, it's totally going to be tongue-in-cheek. It's going to be amazing.
And then you have Mandalorian and Grogu is also out in May.
There ain't no way that does any good. No way. I
got a question for you.
I think they've spent their load on that one, and I think they've missed the bus.
Are you already trying to play us down so you can get it at the 3-hole?
No way. If I have the number one pick, which I don't, it would not be. I mean, the third pick maybe, but.
Well, I don't know.
And I got a question about that.
There's so many Star Wars people in the world. Good. I'm sorry, Tony.
If people have never seen that, and not everybody has Disney and all that fun stuff, so I'm kind of confused as to why would they even think that this would do well.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they're releasing it. Well,
I think you're all wrong. I think
he's
it's going
right.
to go nuts next year when it comes out.
I don't think so. I don't know why they wanted to do
weekend and die.
But why would they? I don't understand. I'm with Tony. I don't understand why they'd release it theatrically when they have their streaming stuff. Just put another, season of Mandalorian on Disney Plus and call it a day. It's just, I just don't understand.
Never underestimate the power of a cute baby Yoda.
Well, true.
Oh, I'm telling you. Okay, then. So what are you picking? You're picking second.
I'm picking second.
Leave him Mando.
Yep. I would probably take it. So what else would be there this summer? So we also have apparently the Masters of the Universe should be releasing next year, the new one. Then there is also number 2. It's Toy Story 5 is next summer. There you go. That can be number 1 or number 2. Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow next summer. A new Minions movie. The Odyssey,
Bing.
The Odyssey as well. I don't know if that'll be pushed back or not because I think there's some production
Never bet against Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
Exactly.
And the next Spider-Man should be out, Brand New Day, next summer, and then I think
that's in the summer.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the summer right now. July 31st is what it's saying. And
I'd take all those before Mando, Spider-Man.
It's hard.
When is Doomsday's release?
Doomsday is supposed to be a Christmas time. So
really?
They have,
interesting.
In October, there's a Last Airbender movie coming out, an animated one. And then they have reportedly a new Street Fighter coming out in October.
Oh, man. Following on the boot heels of Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
The Hunger Games prequel, another Violent Night with David Harbour.
Oh, that movie's so good. Oh, my
gosh, that was so good.
Jumanji 3. Jumanji 3 with everybody, and then Avengers Doomsday, and then the next Dune. All of those are at Christmas time next year.
Interesting.
Wait, we're not done with Dune?
Nope.
No,
we're not.
And to be honest with you, after the third one, they may not be done. There's many more books.
Oh yeah.
It just says it is the book. The book by Frank Herbert is set 12 years after Dune.
Mm-hmm.
And the film will also be involved a fast forward from its predecessor. So it's things like this where I'm not sure if that ends up making it then. Like some of these movies that you only hear a little bit about production that you wonder if they stay on these release dates. So that remains to be seen. If you're listening to this later, we could be totally wrong about some of these release dates. This is just, and that article was only written like a week ago. So
yeah, I tell you right now, I think Doomsday is going to be a hot mess. I don't know how you cram everybody that's ever put on a Marvel costume into one movie and make a coherent story out of it.
Well, and you do maybe like how what Deadpool did, where you end up killing some people. Or, a lot of these cameos, or either they're just plain cameos, or you kill people in like 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they do stuff like that, where they're not really even in the movie, so to speak. Or maybe they have one line, but I don't know. I really want them. I don't know what the big thing is about why do we need to just reboot everything? But I guess if you reboot things and you bring, continuity to one universe, you could just keep making movies. That's the thing. They just want to keep making movies because before you know it, I mean, hasn't it been almost 20 years since the first Iron Man movie? So
2006, 2008.
So,
yeah, because that's when I bought my house. 2008.
So think about that. So if that's been about 17 years, think about when we were kids. When we were kids, quote unquote kids, and we were watching things like, let's just say Top Gun. What was it, 85, 86? What's 17 years before that? You wouldn't even dream of watching movies from like the mid to early 60s. You know what I mean? Like things like 60s. Those were like, those are old ancient movies. People don't really look at Iron Man like that now. So that's probably why. And think about Harry Potter. Those have been out forever. Now they're kind of rebooting Harry Potter on HBO. So time just flies. We don't get any younger, and the new generations want to see things redone with new actors. It's really interesting. I really hope they can stick the landing, or at least get to takeoff for the new Marvel phase, or whatever we're calling Doomsday.
Well, we're getting into the Mutant Saga now, and that's going to be a whole different ball game. After we get through with Secret Wars, we're moving into the Mutant Saga, so it's going to be focused far more on X-Men stuff. So it'll be all new.
I think
all new, all different.
I think Secret Wars may be more of a train wreck than Doomsday might be.
Nah, Secret Wars will be straightforward. It's just Secret Wars, man. Just throw everybody together and they just fight each other. I mean, it's not that hard. Come on.
It's already written out for him. Just do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I still don't know the whole Robert Downey Jr. thing. I mean, I'm really curious to see what that is.
A lot of people have said it's a redirect and it's not really Robert Downey Jr., but we'll see. That's a lot of money to pay RDJ just to go out there and just play it fake.
You know what? So. And if there's anybody that's, if they're in on the joke, to see RDJ be in on the joke, I think we might be able to accept that more than him being it, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah.
We would accept it just fine if it's a deep fake? Not really a deep fake, where there's a
redirect. Yeah. I'd be fine with it being a redirect, because I don't. I mean, within the span of the multiverse, and I won't go too far down this rabbit hole, but within the span of the multiverse, Tony Stark kind of in another timeline becoming Victor Von Doom is not that big of a stretch, because they both have similar ideals, but it's still a little bit of a stretch. But I've talked about it before, and I won't talk about it yet here. So
I'm sure we'll hit it again. All right, guys. Well, there it is. Our Summer Movie 2025 recap. Chris, the champion.
Woo-hoo.
Champion coming in here with three strong picks. All three of your picks. The lowest one was 190 million. That's pretty freaking awesome. Everybody else had a pick that was under 100 million.
Yep.
So well played, and took the dark horse. So it was a
good year for me. And next year I draft fourth, so it's going to suck. But that's okay.
Well, you never know.
Dan's taking Mando, so don't worry about that.
No, I don't know, man. That too, there's going to be a lot of really good movies. It's going to be a fun show to talk about next year. Marty, you want me to wrap up the last 7 years of recorded history of... So Marty has 2 first place, 2 second place, 2 third place, and 1 fourth place. That doesn't bode well for you next year, Marty. You have to even that out to get a 4th place next year. I have 3 first place, 2 second place, 2 third place, and 0 fourth place. Chris has 1 first, 1 second, 2 third, and 3 fourths. And Tony has 1 first, 2 second, 1 third, and 3 fourths. So, including the last 2 years, Tony, we got to get you. You got to come up with a big winner this year.
Oh, that ain't going to happen. And I'm going to recap this whole show. Once again, why the hell was I here?
Elio. Oh, my gosh. I could have had another one. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. I hope that you have a wonderful fall and winter and enjoy the movies. And we'll get back together next May or end of April for our summer movie draft of 2026. I can't believe it. Dan, where can people find you?
You can find us on the Geek All Stars podcast, where, especially in the summer, we like to do the spoiler alert. But other than that, we just generally love to talk about all things board games, card games, and anything else related. And also, please check out gamersforcures.com. We have the yearly charity event for Turner Syndrome Society of the Carolinas will be coming up 11/8, which is November 8th, the second Saturday in November, where it's a full charity event, a lot of fun up here in Cary, North Carolina at the Gamers Armory.
Chris, what you got going on?
Right now, I've put things on hold until after New Year's, simply because I'm taking care of some stuff here on my end, and the whole economy of things right now are not ideal. So I'm I'm still working on Dice Hate Me stuff. Next year, I would like to again do the Great Heartland Hall and Company Deluxe Edition, re-release of Fate, maybe another release. But I'm putting all that on hold until after New Year's, just simply because I want to focus on getting some things done. That said, if you want to follow me somewhere, I'm really not on social media right now, but I will be gearing back up towards the end of the year. Instagram is the place to find me, and just anywhere you want to find me, just search for Dice Hate Me. But yeah, I'll be back.
Nice.
All right.
And Tony, we kept it under an hour. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I guess we're good.
Well, since there's only 3 of us talking, I mean...
Exactly. Once again, why was I here?
Because Tony, I would miss you. I would totally miss you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would. No, appreciate y'all's knowledge on all this stuff. I will say one thing I've noticed about all the movies over the time, they're finally getting away from all this superhero stuff, or at least I hoped, but then it's ebbing and flowing.
we got 3 next year?
I know.
Just mentioned.
It definitely was a little bit of an ebb the last year or two, maybe, I think. But now we're getting really back into that. Maybe we're getting away. Hopefully we're getting away from the live adaptations of animated stuff. Maybe they've learned.
Yeah, right.
No,
you can only dream.
Oh, not after Lilo and Stitch
That's
brought
true.
in 1 billion, baby.
Well, I guess,
So,
and I guess, honestly, How to Train Your Dragon didn't do that bad, did it? I mean, what did we say?
No, worldwide,
No, I mean, it was
didn't do that bad.
262 domestic. So, I mean, it was Lilo and Stitch, but that's still respectable 262.
Yeah.
We've
Well,
got.
somehow we got back to the conversation.
Yeah, I'm
again.
sorry.
So here we
yeah,
We're gonna go over now.
We're good.
All right, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you next year.
Thanks again.
Bye.
This show is part of Poderation, the nerdy podcast network. From D&D and video games through to ancient history and books of all genres, we are a group of podcasts all about things you can nerd the heck out about. We are currently looking for new podcasts to join the network. So if you know someone who wants to take their nerdy podcast to the next level, send them to poderation.com to get in touch.